What's up, people? Case West back again. We are going right from episode three, or excuse me, two into episode three. So there's no point sitting here wasting any time talking about what happened because I just fucking talked about it at the end of the last one. So let's just jump into it. Damn, look at that shot. The cameras are impressive. Could do without the sound effects though. Those are big ass ants. Good lord. I don't know what that intro was supposed to symbolize, but it doesn't look like anything good. This guy's too flashy, man. I wouldn't want you working for me. Oh, that's not good.
You know the Tuco I know? He would have skinned them alive and let the buzzards eat their eyeballs. But there you were. You go blah, blah, blah. And they walk out of there. I mean, it's amazing, really.
They wheeled out, actually.
Yeah, they didn't walk.
So, Ignacio and I, we got something you can do for us. Yeah, we got a legal problem.
A legal problem. Oh, fantastic. So, just for a minute there,
He's so relieved.
Swallowing condoms filled with heroin.
No, maybe later.
We have a guy sitting in MDC, picked up 2 days ago.
Picked up for what?
Yeah, we'll get to that. You're the guy for this.
That's terrific. That's the only word for it.
7,925?
It's the going rate, so
Call it 8.
Let's make it 8.
Crazy 8.
well, okay. Then.
Another.
Just buy a bottle and go home. That's what you like. What? Just drink at home.
Take it down.
What?
Right there, the third from the bottom.
I don't know, Mike. Customers send these in. It's a tradition.
Take it down. Take it down.
I think you've had enough.
Take it down now. Please.
That ain't gonna do nothing. Oh shit.
Gramps, where you going? Yo, got 20 bucks you can lend me?
I got a lot more than 20 bucks, asshole.
Hey, yo, Gramps can throw down, okay?
Yeah, fuck you, mother. Oh. Yeah.
So?
Oh. Don't fuck with Mike. I wonder if Jimmy's gonna take away from this. Like, hey, I just made $8,000.
Thanks.
Bad spot.
What about you?
Bottle is bothering
Well,
her.
I met some interesting people. But you know what? Financially speaking, Saul Goodman just had his best day yet. Ka-ching.
Good for Saul.
Go get him, Tiger.
I wonder if that's just some kind of like subtle difference between their personalities. Kim would, good lord. Oh my god. He's like,
What are you
Jesus.
doing?
I have to take it apart to clean it.
Gutiérrez me hizo una oferta para comprar el taller. Me ofreció mucho más de lo que vale, incluso con el terreno. Siempre pensé que el taller sería tuyo. Fuiste tú, ¿verdad?
¿De qué hablas?
Tú mandaste a Gutiérrez. El dinero que me está ofreciendo es tuyo. Si quieres huir, huye. Pero yo, ni madres, yo no voy a huir. Nice to meet you, young lady.
Damn, so now what's he gonna do? Even if he gets a plan together, his pop's not gonna want to go. I wonder if he did put Gutierrez up to that.
I promise you, Tucum carries under control. The associates are more than capable.
Help me understand. It's not like you're in the middle of a murder trial.
Rich, this is just Kevin being Kevin.
Now, don't get me wrong. I respect your devotion to your pro bono clients. But Mesa Verde keeps the lights on. Can we agree on that?
Mm-hmm.
Viola's already briefed Steph and Gary. They'll take your afternoon cases and get continuances if necessary. So get yourself down there, stat.
All right. I'm on my way.
Damn.
How are you at memorization?
So they're gonna somehow try to screw with Gus's operation, giving the cops some kind of false info.
Hey, Marina.
Fuck.
How's the boy?
Yes.
Good, Hank. He's what, third base?
Catcher.
Catcher.
Hey, Steve.
Looking good, Marina.
Go me.
Let me ask you something.
Once I found an old can of vanilla frosting. I ate that. I'm still here.
You what?
Hey, we were talking about expired food. I thought it was relevant.
Let's get this circle jerk over with. Keeps his mouth shut for the first 2 nights he's in here, and now has an epiphany and wants to talk.
He's so smart.
Okay. Wow me. Make my tiny eyes grow wide with delight.
Silence! Were you talking to them? Were you talking to my client without his lawyer present?
And you are?
Saul Goodman. I'm Mr. Molina's attorney, and you're in violation of his constitutional rights.
It's all good, man. Really? Come on, that's your name?
Listen, officer.
Special agent.
I feel like my chain is being jerked, and not in a good way, if you know what I'm saying.
There's no half mil. Never was.
Yep. Bullshit. I called it good.
You did.
Hold on, guys.
I think I'm gonna blow this pop stick.
Wait a
You
second.
gentlemen have a great afternoon.
Hold up, guys, one
Hey,
second.
have a good day. We're done in here.
Guys, what if we say it's contingent?
If his information leads to arrests.
Oh, is this where he sets up?
Give us 1 minute.
Good.
His own cousin?
Hey, Domingo. Start talking.
Word gets out that he's a fink, he ends up bleeding out in front of his mother's house.
What?
No, it's not gonna happen, okay? Do you hear what I'm saying? My client is not leaving here with a target on his back.
Over Hillsdale Street. Second one's in an empty rail yard, off Waldron, in a train shed. There's a...
He's trying to figure out how he's gonna do it now.
I bet you with that I could buy a big old mansion and a swimming pool.
Mr. Acker, we know
Hey,
it's
do
not
me a
enough
favor,
to-
will you? I'm gonna spread my legs out like this and Just to finish it off, why don't you give me a swift kick in the balls?
That's not necessary.
You people are all the same. You're soulless money grubbers.
Please, Mr. Acker, how about we just discuss this?
You're one of those people that give a little money to charity every month so you can make up for all the bad that you've done.
Listen to me. You do not get to make up your own rules. Put on your big boy pants and face reality. No one is mistreating you here. Why should you get to drag this out for 7 months while all of your neighbors, every single one of them, played by the rules? A contract means something. It's the law, and it's enforceable. Deal with it.
Buena idea, eh?
And one more thing. You're going to have to find a different attorney for future endeavors because my schedule is just very, very tight.
You'll make time.
Yeah, you're in it. You're in it, buddy.
It's not about what you want. When you're in, you're in.
I went to a real estate office. I found some houses I think you might like.
Yeah, she feels guilty. She's trying to do right.
You're right. I can't pretend to understand what you're going through. I've never owned a house. She was always one step ahead of the landlord. I'd throw my things in a cardboard box and run outside in my pajamas and bare feet. Sometimes it was so cold, my toes turned blue.
You'll say anything to get what you want, won't you?
Hmm. Can't win them all, Kim.
If there's no money in those debt drops, Lala will know someone talked.
Kim had a hell of a day. Damn, I feel exhausted for her. They both had a hell of a day. Oh shit, no. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's a good ending. Oh, good episode. I didn't want to say it at the time, but it got spoiled for me that Hank was coming in or this season. I didn't know what episode. Honestly, I thought it was the 5th episode, but I knew it was going to happen this season. And I mean, to be honest, probably by season like 2 or 3, I knew he was going to come through anyways. I just put it together. They're going to start bringing people back in. But it did get spoiled for me that it was confirmed, and I didn't want to say anything. And it still got me. As soon as I saw the car pull around when Jimmy was watching, didn't think nothing about it. When it showed the license plate and said government, and it didn't show the 2 get out, that's when I started going, and then when I saw him walk through in the background, I saw the profile. I couldn't stop smiling. Oh, that was a good episode. That was really good. All right, that was episode 3, The Guy for This. Great name, obviously referring to Jimmy, but also referring to my boy Hank. So good to see him back. like I mentioned earlier, I did know he was coming. I just didn't know what episode, and I didn't want to say anything. Oh man, so I'm thinking, I guess that somebody's got to get arrested for this plan to work, and in Breaking Bad in the first season, maybe episode 1, when they arrest Crazy Eight's cousin Nodo's, it's revealed, because they think Crazy Eight Nodo's accuses Jesse of snitching on him, but it's revealed later that Crazy Eight actually is the one that gave Nodo's up. And so I'm wondering if that's what this is. I don't know what the time frame is, but I know there's only one other season left after this, and I'm assuming it's a fairly quick, a fairly short amount of time before Breaking Bad is supposed to have started. So I think that's what they're setting up right here, possibly. I just don't know. But I mean, yeah, I guess that would make sense. Oh man, I hope we get to see Marie as well. I'm sure, maybe not, but I hope we do. Yeah, so Nacho, I keep forgetting that Nacho is technically working for Gus. So Gus is no option but to let his money get stolen, because if he takes the money out of the drops, then then Lalo knows somebody snitched, and there's only a handful of people who knew, or maybe Nacho's the only one who knew the plan, and Saul. Kim, I mean, she tried. That guy, I think he did kind of nail some things with her. The way he put it was, you're the type of person who donates to charity and stuff to make yourself feel good. And I'm wondering if that is kind of what she's going through with her pro bono work. I don't think she does that to make herself feel good. I think she genuinely does enjoy that. But the things that she does for work to make money, maybe some of that is starting to wear her down. Maybe it's a little soul sucking for her. I don't know. Clearly they're having to force this guy out of his home. I mean, I know he did sign legal documents, but still, at the end of the day, he's a human, and she's can't feel good about being part of having to force him out. And she tried to help, which just proved, that's just going to prove his point more that, oh, you're only trying to help to get rid of your own guilt, which he basically said, or he didn't say that, but he said, you'll say anything to get what you want. Boy, those two, Jimmy and Kim and Saul, they had hell of a day there, didn't they? That scene where he put the glass bottle on the thing, which is clearly on the handrail on the balcony, and she moved it, and she kept looking at it because she knew that was eventually going to fall. I thought that was just them kind of subtly showing the difference between their personalities, which I guess it still kind of is. But then there at the end, she just said, fuck it. Kim is so in control most of the time, 90% of the time, and so just focused. And then when she just gets to that point, she just goes fucking haywire. I mean, there's no balance. She's got no balance. And which is, why she crashed her car and almost killed herself in the previous seasons. So she's struggling with that, man. She's struggling. I think this so far is probably my favorite episode of this season. I know it's only 3 episodes in, but yeah, it's pace is starting to pick up. And it's so awesome that they brought Hank in this early. We're gonna get to see so much of him in the next 2 seasons. Man, Mike had to tune somebody up. I mean, those guys could have taken him if they would have all jumped him, but I guess they didn't want any. And he's definitely feeling some guilt as well. He's going to have to figure out some way of getting out. Obviously there's guilt over Maddie, but in this episode it seemed to be the guilt over killing Werner that's really wearing him down. Oh, good episode. I'm really excited for this season. And I did mention it, Bob Odenkirk this week, I think maybe 2 or 3 days ago. You guys have probably seen the news. He collapsed on set filming season 6. They took him to the hospital, and apparently it was touch and go there for a little while. and he's out now. He's doing better, stable, or maybe I don't know if he's been released or not. But apparently it was a small heart attack, and they were able to fix it without anything invasive like surgery. So that's good news. But man, I just wish him all the best, and hopefully he's not just working himself to death. You know, I think they were filming in New Mexico, and it was awful. It was really hot as well. So I hope he's taking care of himself. Stay hydrated. That's my biggest problem. I mean, if it's a heart attack, there's probably other issues, but hydration, that's number one for me. How many episodes? So there's only 10 episodes, so we're not even halfway. And then season 6, I don't know when that's supposed to release. If they're filming it now, it may be another year, which is going to be a bummer to get through this quickly and then have to wait. But it is actually, you know what? So when I watched Breaking Bad, I watched the first 4 seasons right before the 5th one was about to air. So I watched them all on Netflix. I binged them. I probably finished all 4 of them in like a month or a couple months or something. But then I watched season 5 as it aired. And I'll tell you what, waiting a week, it really does enhance the experience because you're playing everything over in your head, what's going to happen, what's going on. So even though I could watch every episode right now of season 5, I do like waiting a week to post these videos because it simulates that same experience. And it's something that, don't get me wrong, I love a good binge. Some shows are perfect for that, but I think some shows suffer from the binge, and sometimes it's good to just watch one once a week. It makes everything a little bit more exciting. It gives your imagination an opportunity to kind of run wild. I mean, I remember when Hank died in Breaking Bad season 5, and I specifically remember being in the shower that night, and like I felt sick to my stomach, and I had so long to think about it that I had almost convinced myself that he hadn't really died. Even though they showed them dragging his body. You know, they didn't show the shot, but they showed him dragging his body. I don't think they showed it throwing in the ditch, but they did show Gomi. But I had a whole week to come up with this other theory of like, oh no, they didn't. Maybe it was I don't know. I was just in fucking denial. But I do miss that about, you know, watching a show once a week. It gives you a chance to get your mind fucked up, which then makes the episode more fun to watch because you don't really know what to expect. But yeah, good episode. Can't wait to watch the 4th one. So I'll be looking out for that, and we'll see you soon.